Classifier tags allows users to manipulate data through segmentation, combinations, and data adaptation and shifts and changes over time without impacting your data. Leverage insights from changing data in any point of the Synthesio experience for a more seamless data collection to reporting from the Listen tab, semantics, and topic modeling. Let's dig into an example within the Synthesio platform. This application interface you're viewing contains data on all things about the video game industry, especially specific to your brand and your brand's experience. We want to get a better understanding of what people are saying about your game online and what themes we can detect that we want to track over time. Let's say one of the major initiatives is to look into the customer journey. Before we get started, we're jumping into the Classifiers library, which you can find under Create a Classifier. Classifiers, for your information, map mentions within the scope of the dataset. If you create a classifier, it will not add more mentions to your Synthesio interface. We can see here that there's a customer journey classifier that we can use, so we're going to use that. And we can see that there are some tags like expectations, predictions about the game, etc. that you can use. If you want to create your own tag, you can click on the upper right-hand corner and click Tags Manager and create your own to keep when we go dig into the dashboard. Tags are used to create groups of classifiers and can be managed in the Tag Manager interface. A classifier can thus be part of multiple groups. This replaces the need for subtopics and group subtopics. The best way that we can begin our tagging experience is by going into the Listen tab. After you filter through some of the attributes of what you're looking for, like sentiment, expressions, publisher categories, etc., let's begin to tag some of these mentions that are popping up. You can classify them as a tag all at once, or you can create a tag for individual posts as you are seeing here. Once you add it as a part of a tag, you'll begin to see correlations in your reports. You can also click into the different topics. You can click on the different periods, and then when you save it, it will save as a tag. So let's say that you need to tag it within specific sets here. Like, for instance, you need to tag under a specific game or under a specific country, under a specific topic that you're monitoring, like brand health. These are all applicable things that you can do right within the interface. Now let's go into topic modeling. Now you're going to study about specific characters of the game that you have. Now what you need to do is begin tagging for the classifiers in your brand intelligence category so that you can begin reviewing the information. After we go to topic modeling, let's look into our study and we can see a few large clusters. There's this cluster that we pulled up here that says Great Family Game. And when you click on it, you're able to create your own classifier and it will connect under a specific tag that you have been able to create based off of your topic modeling study, and then this will be the classifier that you're going to be looking at. When you go into some of these mentions, you can see there's a ton of reviews from parents about talking about their kids getting this gift for Christmas, and then also about some of the graphics they would like, etc. When you go into the semantics experience, let's put in our query that we would like to continue to explore correlations between different games. For instance, we have here Nintendo Kart, Mario Kart, and Legend of Zelda. And as you can see with the words Nintendo and Nintendo Switch, there are a lot of expectations around these topics. So click on the word on the graph, and when we click onto it, we can see that there are a few more comparisons and correlations amongst these topics. There's an interesting word for The Legend of Zelda and Nintendo, so let's click inside and see what's in there. And we can see that there are a couple of correlations. If you clean up the data a bit and include, you want to see only negative sentiment and look at Nintendo mentions more specifically, you'll see that there are a few mentions that are mentioning things such as one quote that is talking about some failures from the industry. You'll see that somebody is talking about the different expectations about a game. These are all in relation to some of the tags. As you'll notice at the upper right-hand corner, that the application is in progress as you are collecting these mentions into your tags. It needs to process all the way through so that it will appear in your classifiers. So let's add these individually, as you could see, or we can add them in bulk. You can also remove them, and you could click on the bookmark tag and open up your classifiers. Users can now undoubtedly benefit from Synthesio's data visualizations in making their current dashboards and reports adaptable to the potential nuances that they're witnessing in the data on a macro-micro level. Compare, correlate, and rank your data points through easier manipulation in a cleaner data visualization experience within Synthesio.